You're looking at someone who just deleted 10 minutes of footage of the beginning of this video, so we're gonna run it back and do it again. Look how cute my little bear straw is. So cute. That's really annoying. To be fair, it was literally like it wasn't a 10-minute video, that was an exaggeration. It was like maybe a 4 or 5 minute video, but I was just rambling on and on. But basically, hello. I've just been so ghosty and wishy-washy recently with my content, but it's all for good reason. I've been in a bit of a funk, which I will get into, but I've just had a nice few days. I've got a market coming up for my crochet stuff. Had a little market, like a little pop-up at a book club last week. Didn't go as planned. Basically, she didn't advertise it the way I thought she was going to advertise it. And like everyone at the book club kind of just walked past it, and it was like I'd really set it up, I'll put a picture, and it was very embarrassing and a bit like I was a bit frustrated, and I did say something in a very kind way, and we ended up rectifying it, and she just said like she apologised and she was really lovely about it, so it was okay. But I've got a proper market for all my crochet stuff next week, which I'm very excited about. I've got all my bits and bobs planned. I've got some key rings, some book sleeves, some bags, which I'll show you a bit later on because they're all jumbled all over the place right now. Actually, I'll show you. So this is one of my baskets that I quickly whipped up to put my key rings in, but I am going to sell some of these baskets as well. But I've been like making, you know, cute ones. These are like more street key rings, you know, you can put them on your keys. These are more pretty. Like these I mark it as you can add them to your book sleeves, you can add them to your little summer bags that I do. So yeah, got a few of the cute little baskets, so I've been really enjoying doing that. Zara is at Michael's mum's house with Michael for the night, so this is the first time in months that I've had time to myself, so I do feel a little bit more like myself today than I have in a while, which is nice. But yeah, there's just been so much going on. At the same time, I feel like I've been buried in my head, so I feel like there hasn't been much going on, but there has been, and I really want this video to like dive a bit deeper into like my thoughts and feelings, and I want us to like, I want anyone to watch this to feel like they're learning and they're not going through things alone, because that's something that I've struggled with recently, and I love, and I've realised this recently, I respond and love long form content about life, real life and things like that, and lessons in heartbreak and relationships, and it's a lot better for me mentally to consume and make this content than be like constantly through my phone. So yeah, this video is going to be very all over the place. It's going to be all over the place, but finally back on YouTube, which I've got to say is my favourite platform. I recently went out with my friend Kira last week, not last week, 2 days ago, and it was really lovely. We went for dinner and we had a big long chat, and it was lunch. We had a big long chat and like just debriefed life, and then I popped down Humber Street, which is a lovely little array of like salons, eateries, shops, and popped in this gorgeous like boutique that has different bits and bobs in it, and got some things for my room. Baba! That was Michael FaceTiming me. Zara just woke up from a nap. Anyway, we went for lunch, and then I went down Humber Street, and they have this beautiful shop called 19.4, and it's like got the cutest girly things in, home ornaments, really stunning things. And I never buy anything because it is a bit pricey, which I understand. You're not buying from Shein and things like that, but this time I just picked up what I liked and bought it, because I just thought, I always come in and I always want something, but I'm also trying to be more proactive in not just buying things because it's cute. Like at one point I had a basket full of candles, and I was thinking, why do I have a basket full of candles? I only need like one, and I don't even burn them that much anymore anyway, because I don't want Zara to be inhaling the fumes. So I'm very good now at like, I'll get to the end of the checkout and I'll think, do I need this, do I need this, do I need this? Anyway, I am making my room a bit more funky at the minute, which I really love because it's like my space. So I bought a strawberry little tea light thing and a really cute frame with like a French quote in it. So I'll just show you. So I got this and I really love the wonky style. Obviously it says more love please, which is very cute. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take something out and put it in it, but I just like this print that it came with. I mean, I can't really complain. It's got a designer there. I can't read that, I'm blind. And then also this really cute strawberry thing, which this was at, oh, I've just scraped the flipping top of my thing. This was so meant to be because we went to a retail centre in Castleford the other day and Next had a sale on. So I picked up the strawberry thing, but it had like the fake plants coming out the top, but it looked so cheap and fake. Like, you know, you get some plants which look great, like that fake plant looks great. That fake plant looks great, but it just looks so fake and cheap. And I love the ornament part at the bottom, but I couldn't stand that. And I thought, is it worth paying still £9 for just to cut the fake plants out, or should I just wait until I see something else? And then came the strawberry. So you can put wax burners in it, but I probably will just keep this on and put just a tea light inside. So absolutely, and then when I say I really love that, I really love that. So got this really cute print from Dunelm, and I wasn't sure where to put it because obviously being in a loft room, it's like a loft, so sides are slanted, and I didn't want to put it right at the other side of my bedroom because then it just looks out of place. Luckily it manages just to go over my telly so you can see it, and it just brings the room together. So currently at the minute I've got a market for my knitting stuff for my small business. It's called Hook and Bloom Crochets on Instagram. So I've had a little like pop up the other day at a book club which didn't go as great as I'd want it to go, and then I've got a proper market in Beverley on Saturday, so there's just a lot going on, and then a random pack of tackies. But at night this looks really gorgeous. My little mushroom lamp that I love, and usually the orange and green pillow goes a lot better because I have a lot of green bedding, but this is just, as an ADHD girl, I do this thing where instead of washing one bedding against another, I'll just take a bedding off, leave it in the wash basket, put another one on, leave it in the wash basket, put another one, and I go through like millions of bedding and then I've got no bedding left, so I have to take all to the laundrette. So I'm trying to get better at doing that, but yes, it looks a bit odd because it's blue. But I still think it's really cute. And I got this really cute rug from Amazon. I managed to like basically kit my room out and just make it a little, I didn't realise how dead it was until I decorated it, which I'll put a picture up of how like boring it was and grey. And like part of me was like, I like it plain because everywhere else can be so messy living with so many people and animals. So at the end of the day, I'd like to just come up to my bedroom and, oh, my bed's a bit wonky. Oh, the cleaner's been here, that's why. But I like to just come up to my bedroom and it just be like a calm environment. But I also felt like I had no personality, and I've just got into like adding more colour. So I managed to kit everything out, I think, for like £110 or something. And it was all from Amazon. So yeah, I've also got my poppy drink. I'm obsessed with these poppy drinks. My friend Lauren had them in her fridge and I'd tried them before, but I'd not tried the raspberry one. And then I tried the raspberry one and I've gone on a wild goose chase in every Tesco. Sorry, why do the mini Tesco's never stock them? I did find them at the end at the mini Tesco, but it took bloody forever to find them. So nice. Huge problem that I have at the minute, that I feel like this vlog is going to be all over the place. It's going to be like very mental healthy, very like random updates, random spurts of knowledge, a bit of everything. But one thing at the minute I'm trying to stop doing is controlling how I'm perceived because of how crap I might feel about myself. Like, I have noticed, and it's mad to say out loud, but I am proud of myself for acknowledging it, how much I try to take up little space. And that is because of weight insecurities that I've always had, issues with food that I've always had with my ADHD. I'm trying not to care anymore. What I look like is what I look like. No, I'm not happy with myself right now. I am trying my best. I'm trying to get on ADHD meds. I'm trying to stay to a consistent routine whilst raising a 6-month-old. you know, struggling with relationship dynamics with my partner, with my friends. It's a lot, and like when you have an ADHD dopamine addicted brain, it's very hard, especially when you don't have consistent plans, to know what you're gonna have for tea, to like not eat all day and then just have a fucking pizza on a night. Like, it's so hard. But I'm trying not to care, because at the end of the day, do people care about my double chin? Do people care if I look a bit spotty one day? Easier said than done. Some people might care, and this is the thing that I struggle with. Some people are really nasty and do make you feel shit, and I really struggle with that because of my rejection sensitivity. But I'm trying not to care about how I'm perceived. How I'm perceived is how I'm perceived. How I look is how I look. Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this really cute top that I got from Next, and I got it in the sale. I think it was £12.50, but I really like how it fits. One silly fact about me, I broke my arm in a car crash 5 years ago, so now it bends. It also adds to my insecurity because I feel like it makes me look super wide. A lot of people don't probably notice it, but it's the first thing I see in a picture, in a video. It makes me really annoyed. And like the bone, the way it was set, they should have put pins in my arms. They didn't put pins in my arms. They just let it naturally heal, which enabled my arm to set, bend, and you can feel the bone now, and it's like my party trick. I'm like, oh, I feel my bone, and it's disgusting. But yeah, I got this gorgeous top, and I paired it with these like khaki trousers, and I think it's pretty. It's summery. It's very good quality, so it's very thick. So I did think this morning maybe it was going to be too thick. I've got like a nappy on because I'm on my period. Ah! They're so comfy though. They're not actual nappies, guys. It's like one of those period pants, but they're so comfortable. It's like free bleeding. I love it. Really nice shape. It's not as thick as I thought it was going to be, so that's a bonus. But £12.50. And then I also got this. This t-shirt from Nike. How cute! Baby pink Nike. Guess how much? £9. £9. Castleford, Glasshoughton Retail Park. Everything in, which I didn't realise this, so everything's cheap anyway. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if they get like old stock or extra stock. I don't understand it. It's been like this since I was little. I don't get it. But so everything's like cheap, and then it's another 30% off, which I thought was already 30% off. So it was like £13.99, then it was like £9.50. So Michael got 2 Nike t-shirts. I got one because the women's was just rubbish, to be honest. This was all they had. Then they had a white and black one, but it was very much like crop top, and sometimes it just irritates me when it, because of my boobs, and then my waist goes in, so a lot of elasticated things and things that are supposed to go in super tight. So when I'm wearing trousers like this, I pull them down here and they end up here like this. So I didn't like that, but I thought this is really cute because I'll pair this with a pair of jeans when I find some. I've been trying to find a pair of jeans. Went to Tesco this morning. They had literally nothing in my size. It was all 8s, 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 10s. I'm not skinny. I'm going to take you downstairs with me. I got some things for my hair. I just feel like there's so much to update you on, and I'm just not going to shut up. But listen, you clicked on this video and that's what you signed up for. Oh, this is just my life. My camera's literally about to die. Super annoying. My camera just died, so then I had to go into the scary cupboard and put the electric back on. But popped to Tesco. This is my hair naturally. It actually is a bit more curly. Usually it's just because I've actually tried to do something with it and like tame the frizz. From the top it used to be a lot curlier, but I damaged it with heat, with bleach. Pregnancy literally sorted it out. I had Hair by April in Hull put extensions in for me with the goal of not washing it all the time because it goes so frizzy and annoying to look after a day. So when I'm not washing it all the time, not straightening it all the time, it did my hair wonders. She took it out, my hair had grown, I'd looked after them properly, then my hair just grew after. It was literally about here, so that's like a good 4 or 5 inches. had a trim and everything. It's just grown. I am getting postpartum hair loss now, about 5.5 months postpartum, but I got some more bed head. So I've got the Kiehl's Rock shampoo and conditioner because I think I need to stop being ignorant to my hair's natural texture and waviness, because let's be honest, it's not like Kiehl's, if I want to just start looking after it. And then I got some curl defining mousse, which I'm hoping will help with the waves as well. So my mum is of South African, like, black heritage, so her hair is like super frizzy. My dad's Indian, so his hair is sleek but wavy. So I've got a mix of annoyingly textured frizzy hair one day, dries amazing the next. And so I've also attempted to book an appointment with the Kiehl studio in Hull as well to see if, like, she can help me with any mousses or like a routine, because I don't have a clue. One day I put it in a bobble after not drying it properly. It's beautiful. The next day I've got kinks and curls up here and none down there, so I'm hoping that this kind of does something. I also got some banana bread mix and some Cadbury's icing because I want to make some banana bread, do something like therapeutic, get off my phone, listen to a new album. That's one thing I haven't done in so long, you know, is listen to new music. And I used to do that all the time, and I want to sit down and, like, have a proper conversation with the camera about life, but I just feel like I've lost little parts of me that I used to really enjoy, and, like, finding new music and listening to new music is one of those things. So I think I might listen to a new album and bake banana bread and turn my phone off later on, so that'll be nice. Michael will be really excited for me to bring that to him tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make an iced coffee and do some journaling and read a bit of my self-help book. I'm reading, I think it's Self-Compassion. I can't remember who it's by, I have to put a picture up, but I'll give you, like, a debrief when I'm done making my coffee and everything, and I've done a bit of journaling. We'll have a little sit down. Right, I've just changed my tripod because I had, like, my giant tripod on. This is the book that I'm reading, Self-Compassion, The Proven Power of Being Kind to Yourself by Kristin Neff. And she's got a PhD, and she has gone directly into the realm of self-compassion because she realised there weren't many papers or studies on it. So I'm not too far in, but it has already made a bit of a difference to the way I'm thinking, so I'm going to do some homework on it. There are some exercises in it you can actually do, so I'm going to do some of those exercises. Oh my god, I love my little Kindle case. So cute. I just want to sit and have a talk, and I want to have a vulnerable talk. I feel like YouTube is literally, like, the only place I feel like I can be fully open, because I feel like so many girlies are. It's just scary. Like, I feel like on YouTube you go onto a video to watch it, whereas things just come up on TikTok and people can be really horrible. The past few weeks have been, dare I say months, have been really hard. Like, I feel like I've become so obsessed on what people think about me and what I look like, and that is just something that I worked so hard as a teenager not to fall back into, because I was so depressed so young, and because I went through so much so young and had access to help at such a young age, and, like, medication and things, and I kind of trained myself to not be so bothered anymore. And I just feel like I went through a lot of life so early on. So obviously, being misdiagnosed so young, I didn't realise why I felt the way I did all the time, why I constantly go around in circles and repeat the same patterns, and, like, I can stick to a routine and I get so fed up of it and then just go off for the dopamine, and, like, it's so hard to live in a brain like mine. And I've even seen it with doctors saying, like, it is torture to live in an ADHD brain, and unless you have it, you will not understand it. Imagine procrastination at times 100 in every single thing you do all the time, loving this but hating something else. Like my life is just a constant juxtaposition, a constant line of hypocrisies. Like, it's so hard to function. It's even harder to function with other people all the time. So I feel like my relationships have really broken down in the past few months, and it's hard to like advocate for yourself whilst you're so mistrusting of your own brain, whilst you know you can sometimes overreact. And I also think there's something to say about people being reactively abusive if they know you struggle. I'd say I'm quite level-headed. I'm not nasty. I can blow up sometimes, but I often leave things to the point where I should have said something in the first place. So it's like I'm really struggling at the minute with how to navigate like people in my life that I feel like haven't been great to me recently, or I feel a bit neglected in our friendship, or like they're being a bit selfish. And I think through my own personal relationship, where maybe that other person has got their own shit to deal with, I have become mistrusting of myself because I've let someone else constantly tell me that I'm overreacting, constantly make out like the things I'm upset about aren't worth being upset about, which again is a very man thing, isn't it, unfortunately. But now I just feel like I'm in a place where I struggle to trust myself. I struggle to make choices. I struggle to want to be perceived. I don't go out anywhere because of my anxiety of being perceived, about how big I look, how gross I feel. I feel like, and this is like kind of narcissistic in a way, that everyone's staring at me because of how like fat and ugly I've become, which also then leads into postpartum, which is also very difficult. And I've come on with chronic back and leg pain over the past few months, which I'm back and forth with doctors about. At the minute I haven't had a referral to anything further, but it's so bad that I can't walk by 7 o'clock at night sometimes. I've been with a health and fitness trainer. I do my steps, like I have my watch on, but it's become so bad that I can hardly change Zara's nappy some days and most days, and that also leads you to feeling shit about yourself, to feeling unworthy and less than, and it's very, very difficult. So I just feel like a ghost of myself, I think, at the minute. And today is one of the first days in a long time that I felt like I've gotten a little bit of myself back, and I think it's because Zara's at Michael's mum's with Michael. There's no pressure to be needed. I've put on a nice outfit. I've read a bit over the past few days and come to some realizations, and I'm trying to put things out there and say things out loud that I want to be true, and say things that are true but I don't want to be true in order to be aware of them so I can fix them, like saying I do care how I'm perceived, and I have worried about that on camera, and it stopped me from doing my content. And I think that's okay to admit. I've had a baby 5.5 months ago. My brain has been altered ridiculous amounts over the past 15 months since being pregnant and having her, on top of a brain that's already endured a lot of trauma. That's probably a lot. I'd love to see a scan of my brain. You know, I would actually pay for a scan of my brain to see what's going on in there. But I'm also still back and forth with private ADHD, which is the private psychiatrist. Elvance was not doing any good for me. The first week I was like, what the hell is this, and why can I function normal? And I cried because I didn't know that life could be this easy for people. I didn't know life was this easy for people. I didn't know that people just said, right, this and this I've got to do today, and they just did it. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that I could not ruminate over what coffee to have in the morning, that sometimes life, it shouldn't be that life's so complicated that the idea of doing so many different things just makes me want to go to bed. Like, I just thought I was lazy and unmotivated, but I think there is genuinely like such a messed up brain chemistry with someone that has ADHD and trauma. Like, I also don't think I've really come to terms with the birth and pregnancy and how I've been treated by people after having a baby. And I really struggle and worry, and it did say this in this book, that if I become self-compassionate, won't I become selfish and conceited and ignorant? And my biggest worry is becoming ignorant and unaware of things I do wrong. And I feel like I'm already at that point in some ways, because I've let myself be so manipulated by what other people are saying to me in such a weak mind state, that people are saying that, you know, that's, you're being overdramatic, you're being this, you're being that. So now I don't actually know what's real and what's my ADHD anymore. But I am trying to read more, write more, come off my phone. Like I think 2 nights a week I let myself, the timer doesn't go on, but I have a timer on my apps that go off at like 8:30, 9:30 every night, to give my brain some resting space, because I also think being bombarded with other people's ideas and like talking constantly on TikTok and Instagram is so disrupting for my sleep. So, but I'm trying to do things that make me better and more aware, but like introspectively. So I'm trying to really deep delve. I'm not trying to go to gym and post and be like, I've sorted my life out. Like, no, I need to do some proper work so that I can figure out how I feel about certain people, how I feel about myself. I want to wake up in the morning and think, this is what I'm going to do with my day. I'm not going to let anyone ruin it. I'm not going to let anyone question it. I'm not going to let the fact that someone's let me down ruin it, my expectation of someone ruin it. I'm not going to let that person who has been a shit friend to me make me ruminate anymore. Like, I just want to be intentional with my life, and I've had enough of feeling unsure and sad and confused and worried to do things because other people might suffer, like, even though it's best for me. So yeah, it's just been a lot, and it's been very emotional. And I've often gone, I think when I sit back and reflect, I do feel bad for myself, because I think I've been really horrible to myself. And I've gone to bed many a nights crying, and cried with Zara. And like, I just find that I'm always the person reading the books, doing the writing, doing the work with everything. But I think I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. And so now I need to be intentional with why I'm doing things, and I need to honour myself. So that's basically my life and my goals at the moment. And I start uni in under a month, so that will give me some more purpose for myself. My child is like literally everything to me, and without her I don't think I'd have such rooted core values now, which I didn't have before. But I do need things that boost my self-esteem as Umi, as who I was before I was Zara's mum. So that will be good. But yeah, I just need to be 100% with me now. I think I'm just not wasting any more time worrying about other people anymore. This might be your sign to do the same. So I've just ordered some food. Like, this is what I do when I don't prepare. I should have prepared and like made something earlier when I needed to, but I just didn't have an appetite, so I've just ended up ordering like a 99, well, it used to be 99p burger and chips. But I'm gonna make some banana bread, which is gonna be fun while I wait. I'm gonna put chocolate chips in it and then take some for Michael tomorrow. I feel like it's just gonna be nice to bake. I haven't baked in ages, even though it's from a packet, but let's pretend that I just did it from scratch. I've got my truffy loaf tin. Oh, why is that dirty? Oh, it's just baking paper. I have some Cadbury icing. This broke the bank a little bit. It was like £5, but I would rather it taste like nice chocolate. You can smell it through packaging. Like actual nice chocolate on top. So I'm going to put the icing on top. I'd rather it taste like actual nice chocolate instead of like the cheap stuff. I feel like the cheap stuff's good for like cornflake buns and things, but not so much for other things. especially not icing. Banana, butter and eggs. What? What? What do you mean you have to add the banana? It's a banana bread kit. What do you mean you have to lying? What do you mean you have to add the banana? What? We won't have any bananas. No way! Oh my god, we've got one left. And it's ready to be mashed. The heavens have shone on me. Oh my god, thank God for that. My night was about to be ruined.
You said that you're just being honest, that there's nothing left. You said you're taking all the hits. There's someone easy to forget, but that's not how you come off. Not trying to be soft. There you are, as right as the rain. Not a thing that you need to change. I can't make you see my way.
I'll see you in 40 minutes. Get it out. Look how nice this looks. Look how nice this looks. Alright, okay. I actually decorated it properly, but I forgot to film it, so yeah, it looks really, really nice. It was really nice, actually. Oh my god, you literally perfectly just fit on my shelf. Just woken up. We are a cleaner down again. It's getting embarrassing at this point. Basically, our last cleaner was very dodgy with money. She took 2 payments from me, said that she didn't get the first payment. She kept turning up late to the point where I missed out on work because of having to let her in, and then she left early and like left a mess in the house, and yeah, so this cleaner's been great, but she's just messaged me saying that apparently she's allergic to the dog hair now, and this is completely our fault. Well, it's my dad's fault, which I'm so annoyed at him for, but one of our dogs is reactive, and so they stay in my dad's room. My dad has let both dogs out at some point. I don't know if he's done it in sleepiness or thinking she's not here. I think he thought that she'd finished. And apparently Spot, who's a reactive one, was just barking at her in the kitchen. And she said that she doesn't feel like she can continue with the service, so that's never happened before. I do think I just give up on having a cleaner at this point. But I feel really embarrassed and ashamed, and like now my rejection sensitivity is kicking in now. I'm like, oh, just fuck everything. She's fair in her right, and yeah. I did think we could just take the dogs out when she comes, but she did say the dog hair's affected her, which, okay, whatever, I don't know. I've just gone mad at my dad for that. But yeah, that's basically where we're at with the cleaner. I've just woken up and it's so warm, it's not even funny. Like, I've got, my boobs are sweating, it's not good. I don't think I'm going to get changed right now because I've got so much stuff and cleaning to do, that, like tidying up and things like that and just sorting things. I don't want to put an outfit on and then sweat in it, so I'm just going to stay in my pyjamas for a few hours. But yeah. I don't think we're meant to be with a cleaner. Come on. He was going to try and hop in the boot then. Come on. Look, he's trying to get in the boot. Really? I completely forgot to close the video off here, but we just went for a walk. I got about 12k good steps in. Went for a walk with my uncle and my little cousin with the dog, and it was really nice. So thank you for listening to this rambly, emotional video. If you clicked on this and got this far, thank you. Okay, love you, bye.